Domo has a vast array of visualization types and configurations, giving you the ability to design your visualization to tell the right story. In Domo, we refer to visualizations as cards, and cards are built through a tool we call Analyzer. In this example, we will be building a card that shows the number of canceled orders each week this year for each of our 3 regions. Once completed, the card will look like this. It shows the week that the order is placed along the x-axis, the count of orders in the y-axis, and region as a series, displaying for each week the total number of canceled orders for each of the 3 regions. Let's get started. To create a card, navigate to the page on which you want to place the card. In this example, we would like to place the card on the Orders page. From this page, click on the plus sign and select Create New Card, and then select Visualization. Choose Existing Data, and then choose a dataset. In this example, the data we need is stored in the NetSuite's Orders dataset. Here we can see the fields that are included in the dataset. From here, we click on Choose Dataset. This will open the Analyzer window. When first creating a card, Analyzer will add some fields to our chart by default. This is to give us a head start on creating our card. We can easily change the fields displayed in the chart by dragging in the new fields from the field list on the left-hand side and placing them in the chart canvas in the appropriate section. Looking at the x-axis, we see that order date is already in place, so we don't need to change that. However, let's change the date granularity from quarter to week. We can do that in the date configuration box in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Instead of quarter, we select week. Over here, we can also filter the data to only show records for the current year. Now that we filtered to just this year, let's bring in the other fields from the dataset. We want to show the count of order ID, so we'll go down to the Measure section, choose Order ID, drag it and drop it into the y-axis, and change the aggregation from sum to count. We want to keep the region field next to series because this is what breaks up the data into the 3 regions. Now let's change the chart type from a stacked bar to a grouped bar. That way we can see how the regions compare side by side. And finally, let's show just the canceled orders. Drag in the order status field into the filter and select Partially Canceled. The next step is to add a summary number. A summary number is a great way to show important information at a glance. In this case, we would like to show the total count of canceled orders. We'll keep Use All Values selected and change the field that we're summarizing from actual revenue to order ID, and change the aggregation from sum to count. Now let's change the name to Total Canceled Orders. We can also change the formatting. In this case, we don't want to abbreviate it, but we want to add the thousand separator so we show the full number. Let's add a little bit of polish to this by adding a title to the y-axis. We'll title it Order Count. And then let's title the x-axis Order Week. The last step is to give this a name and a description by clicking on this edit icon. Here's also where we add smart, dynamic text to our title and description. Now that we've finished designing the card, let's save it. We can either click the Save button to save it and keep it open, or we can choose from these options. And that is how to create a card in Analyzer.